Today, reporter Spencer Chihawk shares the story of a journalist turned artist.
As a child, singer-songwriter Mary Lou Fulton listened to Latino artists Johnny Rodriguez and Freddie Fender. And after a career as a journalist telling other people's stories, Fulton has taken a new path as an artist, telling the tales she heard growing up.
I sing the corrido de Suaki, place of my mother's birth.
This is the Ballad of Suaki, a combination of informative and historical events, a bilingual tale of an almost forgotten town. While playing in El Paso this past weekend, Arizona State turned the Lone Star State into a cluster. And if you look a little bit closer, you can see the Sun Devils went 4-0. How? Well, we'll start in the pitching quadrant, where in 22 innings pitched, they struck out 30 and allowed only 1 run in their final 3 games. While the opponent's scorecards stayed small, Arizona State's bats were bigger in Texas, with 10 different Sun Devils homering, leading to 60 runs being scored. Returning to the round 1 saw all but 1 Sun Devil victorious. That night, however, only saw 4 Sun Devils in the win column, and in that was an injury sustained by Anthony Valencia. Friday morning saw fellow high seeds Colton Schultz and Cordell Norfleet fall. Thank you, Jacob. By the numbers, Arizona State fans had a lot to look forward to after last night's win. Let's get the glaring error out of the way. ASU did commit 11 penalties for 120 yards in the first half. However, head coach Herm Edwards got everyone on the same page. During halftime, the Devils tightened up and allowed just 2 penalties for a total of 15 yards. The documentary shows the Coyotes' diverse coaches internship program, the first of its kind in the NHL.
Being a professional is very important in this business, and I was taught that at a young age.
Masterminded by filmmaker Kwame Mason, the internship program looks to bring aspiring coaches of color the opportunity to be in an NHL setting and learn from leaders in the industry. Well, another week, some more tweets. And finally, the internet's banded together to do some good in the world. Lie to your children. In the future, not now, of course, but that's kind of what we've been doing. For example, it goes, when I get older, I'm going to tell my kids blank. Touching tribute on the mat here just before dual play starts. 4 Arizona State seniors being honored today. Anthony Valencia, Chad Porter, Alex Torres, and Marley Smith. All real pillars of this Arizona State program that's grown at one of the top in the nation. Now they do have a chance for a first today. Arizona State not having collected a win at home in Tempe against Lehigh. Lehigh with a win streak dating back to 1999 here in Tempe. Arizona State will try to rebound after losing their first match last week against Missouri for the first time since 2019 in Tempe. Ben, should be a fun one here at DFA. Let's take it back to you guys. ASU Wrestling has been putting video game-like numbers up all season. And on Thursday, they'll be competing in their final challenge, the NCAA Championships in St. Louis. And figured you started at second. That was your really first time playing that position. What was it like being told, hey, you're going to go out there, play second? And you did so quite well.
You know, honestly, I just went out there, tried to have some fun. I've played infield my whole life. Playing second base is just a really fun thing for me. Making those diving plays is just like one of the greatest feelings ever. So I'd just go out there and have fun.
Now, fans may know you from the first half of the season sporting a mullet. You got the haircut at the halfway point.
Yep.
What was your thought process behind that, and do you miss the mullet? Fulton's debut album, Will Tell Stories, is scheduled for an October 15th release date and continues to tell the tales of her ancestors and the problems faced by many in today's world. In the studio, Spencer Chihawk, Cronkite News.